Once the porting work on the cylinder head is complete, the next critical step is testing and validation. This phase ensures that all the meticulous shaping and smoothing you've performed will actually lead to the desired improvements in airflow and, ultimately, engine performance. Start with a thorough visual inspection. Use calipers and specialized templates to check for symmetry between intake and exhaust ports. Symmetry is vital for consistent airflow and balanced combustion across all cylinders. Carefully compare each port, ensuring that their shapes, sizes, and alignments match as closely as possible. Even small inconsistencies can lead to uneven performance or unwanted turbulence within the cylinder head. As you inspect, pay special attention to the transitions between the port openings and the rest of the port. Look for smooth, gradual transitions with no sharp edges or sudden changes in contour. These areas are critical because sharp edges can disrupt airflow, causing turbulence and reducing the effectiveness of your porting work. Run your fingers along the port walls and transitions. A smooth, uninterrupted surface is your goal. Use a strong light to peer into each port and confirm that no rough spots or abrasive marks remain. This tactile and visual check is essential before moving on to more advanced testing methods. If you have access to a flow bench, this is the time to put your ported cylinder head to the test. A flow bench is a specialized instrument that measures how much air can be pulled through each port, typically expressed in cubic feet per minute, or CFM. Secure the head onto the flow bench and test each port at various valve lifts, recording the results carefully. Compare these numbers to stock flow data, if available. Substantial increases in airflow confirm that your porting efforts have been successful. However, if certain ports or specific areas underperform, you may need to revisit your porting and make fine adjustments. Sometimes, a small imperfection or an area left untouched can hinder airflow, so use the flow data to guide your final refinements. Remember that porting is both an art and a science. The flow bench provides objective data, but your interpretation and hands-on skills bring those numbers to life. If the head shows significant improvement, you're ready to move on. If not, don't get discouraged. Many experienced builders revisit the porting process several times, making small changes and retesting until they achieve the desired results. The goal is not just higher airflow, but also balanced flow between all ports, which leads to a smoother, more powerful engine. Once the ports are fully validated, it's time to reassemble the cylinder head. Begin by carefully reinstalling the valves, springs, and retainers. Clean each component thoroughly before installation. As you insert each valve, ensure it seats properly in the port and that there are no obstructions or misalignments. Double-check valve spring tension and verify that each retainer is secure. Proper assembly is crucial for reliable operation and long-term durability. With the head fully assembled, align it carefully with the engine block, making sure the ports match perfectly with the intake and exhaust manifolds. Port matching at this stage ensures that the improved airflow from your porting job is not hindered by mismatched surfaces or sudden steps between the head and manifolds. Use new gaskets and torque the head bolts to the manufacturer's specifications, following the recommended sequence for even pressure. Through careful inspection, testing, and reassembly, you ensure that your ported cylinder head will deliver the performance gains you set out to achieve. The result is an engine that breathes better, runs more efficiently, and delivers more power, testament to your skill, patience, and attention to detail throughout the porting process.